Hey YouTube, welcome back to a special episode here on the Lincoln Williams Show. Today I'm going to be doing a holiday gift guide for gamers today, and yeah, talk about one of my favorite products that you should get. And so yeah, by the way, I got a haircut over maybe it was last week I did the haircut. I think I did the haircut last week on Friday. So I got all that done. And yeah, so as you can see it's really, really good. And aimed for like I aimed for like a David Tennant look from Doctor Who and all that stuff. So yeah, so it looks really, really good, and it goes well with my beard and all that stuff. But that probably needs to get shaved off as well. Um, so yeah, so that was the big shocker. So yeah, um, so yeah, the holiday gift guide. There's a lot of there are a lot of good products this holiday season for gamers who own a Nintendo Switch or or something like that, who own a Nintendo Switch or an Xbox or a PS5. Um but I'm going to be listing some products to help you make your choice this holiday season. Um so yeah, first off, the cheapest the cheapest gift that you can get for a gamer. So this is going to be a holiday gift guide. I'm going to look it up on my phone. Um, I'm gonna be doing price things. Um, I'm gonna be doing price things on my phone. Looking up prices. So yeah, the so we're gonna start off with a good present. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, and if you need a second Nintendo 64 controller, there are a couple of options, but this is the one to get. This is the one to get. I don't currently have this in my collection of controllers, but I will get it someday, the um, and that is the Retro Fighters Brawler 64 wireless Nintendo Switch online controller NSO edition of the controller. And the controller comes in different colors. You got white, gray, and blue. Um, and the gray one seems to run about. The gray one seems to run about like 54 dollars off of Amazon, and that is like $60 for a N64 controller. It's half of the amount of the Nintendo Switch Online controller, so I think, but I'm not technically sure because I didn't officially order it from Nintendo. I ordered it off of an eBay seller when I was trying to get a Nintendo 64 controller. But the Brawler 64 NSO controller is a great gift for $54. So, yeah, Retro Fighter controllers are awesome. They work with all different kinds of classic consoles like the PS1, PS2, PS3. The Defender is a really good one. Um, so yeah, all right. Next item. Next item on our list is now, if you want to go a step further for a pro controller, I recommend the 8-bit do or 8-bit do controller. Um, the 8-bit do ultimate controller for Nintendo Switch. It comes with a charging station. So that's always good to know. And it's 69.99. That stuff. So for a basic Nintendo Switch controller. It's the ultimate controller. So by 8-bit do, and it feels really, really nice. My old 8-bit Do Pro 2 actually broke, so that was a little bit unexpected. And so I have to get that one replaced. So anyways, yeah, so next item on our list is a console. Um, so I think we're gonna look at tablets next because that's always well actually we'll look at yeah, we'll look at yeah, let's look at consoles next. So consoles to get. If you're an Atari 2600 fan, and if you're only a fan of the Atari 2600, I would go with if you're an only fan of the Atari 2600, and if you need a cheap console to get a kid that really wants to get into Atari games, I would definitely go with the Retron 77. Let's look at prices right now. So let's look up Retron 77. Oh, so the uh, the retro amber the retro amber edition of the Retron 77 goes for around $63. So it goes around $63 for an Atari 2600 clone. And that is not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. So with this console you can save, load, and dump your own Atari 2600 ROMs onto an SD card, and you can play them off of that way. So it runs as an emulation console. It's 60, so it's currently running around at $63 on Amazon. So that's the Retron 77 Atari 2600 console for physical carts. Yep. So yeah, so I currently don't have that one, so I might pick that one up later on, like early on next year, earlier in the next year and review it. Um, so I mean maybe. So anyways, let's see if there's anything else. Now for the regular edition, it's 79.99, but for the retro amber one that I know it's gonna work is like $63 for the Retron 77. So keep that in mind. Um so let's look at Pro controllers. Um let's see, let's find a good one. Let's find a good now for the Power A controllers, I mean me and my wife, we use Power A controllers all the time with our Nintendo Switch. We use our tiny one, the Nano, and we use our Zelda one that we have. My wife likes the Zelda one with the artwork and all that stuff on it. She kind of likes that one, but I wish there was a Princess Peach one for her. But these controllers go around 44 $44. These are really good controllers by Power A, and so yeah. Oh, let's look at Joy Cons. Now the Joy-Con controller, um, now the Joy-Con controller of the Nintendo Switch, the original one, um, basically it has a mechanism within the joystick that fails every like 3 or 4 or 5 years. But I never had that issue with my Joy-Con, but I will have that issue if I don't get those suckers cleaned out and all that stuff. Um, so Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. Now, a lot of these are third party, and they're trying to solve the stick drift issue within the controller itself. Um, here's a good controller uh, Joy-Con for your Switch. It's called the Binbox Switch Joypad controller for Switch and Switch OLED wireless controllers. So the Binbox controllers, they're $56.99, so it's not going to send you back too much. So it's $56.99 for Binbox controllers. Not stuff. So, anyways, so $56.99 for Binbox controllers. So for your Nintendo Switch, and so you can fix those stick issues, and you'll be all good. But it doesn't have amiibo, so that's one of the things that you got to know. So, anyways, yeah. So let's see what else. Okay, let's go back to another another console. This one is a lot more. This one is a lot more expensive for a lot of people, and that is the Xbox Series S. And you can get a Series S, even I don't have this console yet, and that is $240 for the uh, 512 gigabyte version SSD with 10 gigabytes of RAM and all that stuff. So it's a very good console. It's a very good digital console. Um, I might get one if I can't find a Series X. So I might have to go that route for Xbox and things like that. Because I'm having problems with my PC. I don't know how to like do some of the graphics settings on there. So yeah, Xbox Series S is $240 on Amazon. You can go grab one, and yeah, I mean it's a great console to own, and yeah, some of you don't really like the digital stuff, but for me, um, I kind of like the small, compact factor of the Series S. So that's one way to, look at it. So $240 for a Series S. Now, for some, um, now for an Xbox controller, I wonder if they still have these 8-bit Do Xbox controller. 8-bit Do Xbox controller. Yes, so they have the Pro 8BitDo Pro 2 wired controller for $44 and a more comfortable grip for $44. Um, so yeah, and they have an Xbox remote. So if you want to use this as a streaming player, the Xbox Series S, there is a 8-bit Do medium remote for Xbox One, Series X, and Series S for $20. That's very good. That's very, very good in my opinion. Um, yeah, so $44 for an 8-bit Do uh, controller, like a PlayStation type controller, for like a PlayStation type guy that really liked the PS4 controller. So yeah, I mean it's good. So they had a better one with the 8-bit Do wired controller that's shaped like an Xbox controller, but they still had the PlayStation one. So yeah, so that's your controller choice. What about for Xbox headset? Yeah, let's go wired. Um, hmm. Yeah, so there's a headset, the Philips audio jack headset, $60 for a headset. Wow. That's like that's like premium. But there is the there is a binary gaming headset with mic for Series S and Series X, only $26. Yeah, so that's that's not a bad idea. That's not that's not a bad idea if anybody who wants a headset. I mean, I have this headset and it's really really good. So is it for PC and communication with Chris all the time. So get an Xbox headset. So um let's see if I can spot any Xbox Series X. Let's see if there's any out in the wild. No, I wasn't looking for controllers. Yeah, let's see if we can find anything. Okay, so we got a Xbox Series Xbox Series X for 428 and stuff. That comes with a really good HDMI cable and stuff. So yeah, you could get you could get a Series X 428 and sell your Xbox One. Like I might sell my Xbox One and all that stuff. So yeah. So yeah, so it's 428 for an Xbox Series X. Now let's talk about VR headsets. Um, I'm going to be talking about a VR headset that I'll be getting very shortly in the mail. We just gotta wait for a couple days to for it to show up. Will I be doing an unboxing of it? I don't think I'll be doing an unboxing for it because it takes way too much time to set up um and get the setup process done. It would probably take me about 30 minutes to do, so I probably won't be doing an unboxing of the Meta Quest 2. So let's take a look at the Meta Quest 2. Um, so if you haven't gotten into VR yet, I would highly recommend you go for this product because it's um it's $249. It's $249 for a VR headset. Yeah, that's the one of the best deals ever in VR headsets for exercise and staying active and all that stuff. So, um, yeah. So how much does it cost? Is $249 for a MetaQuest 2. Now for the MetaQuest 3, it's a lot more it's a lot more expensive. It's gonna round you up a like $500 for a MetaQuest 3. So if you're willing to get the extra features of the Quest 3, then go for it. But if you want a cheaper VR headset, then go with the Quest 2. It's still worth it in this day and age. So don't think that you're falling behind. There's lots of content for the Quest 2, not stuff like I did. So I will do a review of the Meta Quest 2 when it arrives and have a couple days of testing with it. I got three games. I got three games so far. Vader Immortal, um, Super Hot VR, and It's a gun range simulation game that I got for it, just so that I can test out the gun range and point guns at the targets, and you shoot the targets and all that stuff. So it was pretty cool. So, anyways, yep. So yeah, Vader Immortal looks really, really good. Um, so yeah. Um, and Super Hot, I played at a friend's house. I played at Chris's house, as you know, on the channel. So, um, what about a PS5? PS5. Even I don't have a PS5 yet. If you want the best exclusives, go with a PS5. Um, and a Blu-ray drive, so that's always nice. Um, with the Modern Warfare 3 bundle, it is $500. So it's $500 for a PS5. Now, if you want to get the PlayStation VR 2, then go around like that's gonna go around um, another $500. So it's around $1,000 for a PSVR 2 plus a PS5 setup for you. Um, so is there a good bundle? Um, yeah, no, I don't see another good bundle. So yeah, so what I would do to cut down costs if you want a console and a VR headset, go with an Oculus Quest 2 and a Xbox Series S and all that stuff. So I think a lot of people regret buying a Series X, and so when they go buy a Series S and they go for a Series X, and it's like it's the same thing but only with different resolutions, and they sort of regret it, and it's like, oh, I should have kept my Series S or something like that. Just that form factor, you know. But anyway, um, but yeah, I want to talk about one more product that you should get. Um, if you're a gamer. Um, so yeah, yeah, let's look at hmm, um, let's see. Oh, I'm running out of time. So Hyperkin Ranger. Hyperkin Ranger controller. So this is for the Retron 77. I'm looking it up. So a Hyperkin Retron 77 Ranger for the Retron 77. So it's called the Ranger. Um, it goes for around $24. So if you want a good Atari 2600 controller, then go with the Ranger for $24. Um, so yeah, I would highly recommend the Ranger. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, tablets for we gotta look at tablets for tablets on sale. So I found a really good Fire 7 for $60. I think it's like 720p or something like that. So it's like $60 for a Fire tablet. Um, but for an Android 13 64 gigabyte one is around $60. And an all new Amazon Fire HD 10 $90. Um, so yeah, tablet with keyboard. No, that one is not good. Android 13, 16 gigabytes and 128 gigabyte Android tablet, which is $120. Um, so if you look at Android tablets, yeah. So a 64 gigabyte ROM one is around $54. So yeah, so if you want to get a tablet, oh, let's look at phones. Android, sm- Android smartphone. So let's see if we can find any good smartphone. Oh, the Motorola G Stylus 2022, the one that the one well, yeah. Um yeah, I got this phone for, I got this phone for my wife this Christmas, and it's $125. So it's 125, and it's very, very good. So yeah, it's very, very good. So whoa, a TCL 40 XL 2023. My phone that I currently have is $159. Wow. That's pretty, it's pretty crazy for a phone like that. Um yeah, I think I got it for 120. I don't know. But it's a pretty good phone. Um yeah, I'm not really seeing much. But if you want a better phone with the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G 2021 edition, $135 for that one. So, yep. And yeah, so let's look at laptop computers, just for cheap. Because my wife is always looking at laptop computers because she wants one. Laptop computer, 359 laptop computer. Um, oh, an HP 14. HP 14, 182. HP 14, 182. So look out for that one. Um, Asus VenbookGo Go 14 is $207. Now, the best one on the market for regular laptop computers is the Acer Aspire 3, which is $300 for laptop computers. So, yeah. Let's look at Google Chromecast for streaming. Oh, Google Chromecast with Google TV 4K streaming stick for $37. Not that bad for a streaming stick. Um, for the HD one, you can get for $24. So yeah, if you use Google like me now, um, but with the Apple TV, it's going to be a lot more expensive for that one. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah, yep. So, yeah, sorry for me rambling on about prices and stuff like that, and trying to find the best deals for you this holiday season. Um, but if you missed the Black Friday deals, that's come and gone. So I'm just trying to look at deals for you and help you make the right decision for your holiday gift guide for gamers and stuff like that. So if you want to look at clothing, this is not the channel for you. So, anyways, yeah. Whoa, it's been 30 minutes. So, anyways, YouTubers, this concludes our holiday gift guide for gamers and entertainment users. And so, yeah, hope you like this gift guide. Hope it helped you out a ton, like it helped me out a ton. Um, so yeah. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for the Oculus Quest 2, known as the Meta Quest 2 256 gigabyte version coming in the mail. It's going to come in the mail to my office, so I can't really wait for that to play some VR games. And I have a space, so don't worry about me having not having a space for VR because I'll use the Replay Retro Center to do my testing with my one eyeball. Um, yes, I do have one eyeball. I have a one eyeball that only works. I'm totally blind, but I'm only like 15% blind in in like this eye, so I can't really see all that much. So, anyways, YouTubers, so stay tuned for the MetaQuest 2 review. I'll probably do that one with Chris. Um, so, anyways, we won't be able to do our next week hangout um because Chris has to deal with family matters at this time, so he won't be joining us on Thursday. Um, uh, yeah. So, anyways, I'm excited about it. Is my wife excited? She's a little bit excited, but she's not too crazy about VR. Um, because there was like an incident that happened with her with her brother at her house, so she's staying away. She's staying clear from VR if she's in a small space, but if she's in a bigger space, she'll try it out. But so yeah. So yeah, she her brother actually accidentally punched a hole through a like punched a hole in the wall. So that was not very good. Um so anyways, YouTubers, um, have a fantastic day, and I hope this gift guide helped you a lot. So, anyways, YouTubers, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all later in the next episode, in the next special episode of the Lincoln Williams Show. I hope you enjoy this holiday gift guide that I presented to you today, and hope you make your decision. Um, so yeah. All right. So, yep. So stay tuned for the MetaQuest 2 review and all that stuff with 3 games tested and 1 free game. And so, yeah. All right. Have a fantastic day, YouTubers. And I'll see you guys all later in the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. And stay tuned for that one. I'll be back someday, YouTubers. And a Merry Christmas to you all.